Yes, I know, I forgot the name of it, and I had to look up Ryan Gosling Nazi film. Anyway, The Believer, universally positive rating, so I watched it on Freevee. Ryan Gosling, and I think the only person I recognize in this is Elon Musk. It's okay. It's very confusing though because it seems to be like, I know that Ryan Gosling's character is Jewish by birth, was brought up and went to like Jewish school. I don't really know about how all that works. I assume that in America they have Jewish schools, same way we have Catholic schools over here, I guess. But I get that. But I think like he he tries to convert his girlfriend to Judaism, or unless she already is Jewish. I don't. I have no fucking clue. It's so confusing. Uh, Ryan Gosling's accent in this sucks. I think he's trying to do like a sort of Brooklyn accent, but he ends up sounding like that video. I don't know how to describe it other than that video where that girl's like, he is literally goadying right now. That's what he sounds like, and it's just like, what the fuck. So the whole, I get this based on a true story. I don't think American History X is based on a true story, but I mean, if we're talking about like anti-Nazi films, just watch American History X. It's much better. There's also The Boy in Striped Pajamas, but that's done a little different. Final review of my E5O. I did not expect to do this so soon. Um, I'll just sort of give my history of it. I watched the first episode in 2019 or 2020. I just wanted to go around, like, I had a bunch of procedurals in my list, and I just wanted to watch like the first episode of each of them, to see if I like them or not. And thought, yeah, it's good. And then I had seen, this is Sky's fault because I watched it mostly on Sky. Um, I watched seasons 1 and 2, then season 5, then the first 3 episodes of season 6, then season 9, then season 10, and then it wasn't until, I'm trying to think, like, I've thought about how I've been watching shit with my granda, and uh, it went NCIS 24. Mentalist had the final review for the Mentalist, and it was Elementary, which had the final review for that as well. I think it was just, and then there was Suspicion as well. I'm pretty sure I started watching YE50 after Suspicion. Paramount had seasons 6 to 10, so finished season 6, then watched all of 7 and 8. Uh, and I thought that's the last time I'm going to watch the show for quite a while because they're not. Sky keep on skipping seasons 3 and 4, which at this point were the only things that were left. And on top of it, even if they were playing it, I'm probably not going to be watching it because I'm just going to be doing other things. I'm not going to be watching procedural television in my own house. But then they started playing seasons 3 and 4. Although they did skip over an episode, but it was fine because they had it on demand, so I was just able to watch that. So yeah, I'm completely done with the show now. And I gotta say, like, this is so surprising. Like, I think anyone will go into this thinking it's just a procedural. Maybe there might be a bit more action to it than most others, but it's just gonna be average. No, this is fucking amazing. Like, they, the comedy in it, like the relationship between Steve and Danny is, I think, like the only word I can use for it is bromance, and I think the only other relationship like that is done better is, like, arguably, it's up for debate. The only other opponent that comes close is the bond between Spencer and Derek in Criminal Minds. And it's just, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just so good. Or even though it's kind of repetitive, it's basically just, oh, why we're always getting shot at, it's your fault, Steve, or why didn't you let me drive my own car, Steve? Like, you're a terrible driver. But they made it work for, like 240 episodes. Um, there's only two more things, actually three, that I have to say. And this first one is going to be a bit random, but it's because season 4 was the last season that I had seen. Nick Jonas, like, he was surprisingly. I wasn't expecting his acting to be bad, but I was just expecting him to be average. He was quite good. The second thing is that in a couple of episodes, Danny has said that he outright hates guns, which is fucking retarded for a cop to say. Because, like, as a cop, he should understand the importance of having guns, because this wouldn't. I mean, it's more predictable as a detective, but imagine if you're just a guy doing patrol, like doing traffic stops and shit like that, and you pull a guy over for speeding, and this guy could be just, off chance that you've pulled over like the head of the mafia, and he pulls out a gun and shoots you. Like, that's why you arm cops, so they can shoot back in self defense. And I mean, it's the same for civilians. Like, civilians need guns for self defense, and he's just like, no, don't give them guns. And it's just, I, I don't get why a cop would say. I get civilians saying that, but a cop makes no sense to me. Unless he just views every single civilian as a criminal by default, but he doesn't act like that, so I doubt it. My throat did something weird and it hurts. Yeah. First thing that I have to say, season 10 introduced a character called Quinn Liu, played by Katrina Law. And now that I think about it, I actually seen season 10 in 2020 or 2021, because I seen the first episode when my dad was in the room, and he's like, "Oh, that's a girl from Arrow," and I was like, "I don't recognize her," because I'd only seen the first 2 seasons at the time. I didn't start, like, full on speeding through the show until summer of 2021. So I didn't know that the gap between me watching season 10 and me watching season 6 was that big. I thought it was like 2 years at most. Now it's 3 at least. But then, that Quinn. And in season 2, I think, the show had a crossover with NCIS LA. Like a full on 2-parter crossover. Starts with, I think Kenzie and Sam go to Hawaii, and then Danny and Shin possibly go to LA. So, it's full confirmation that the Lankoff-verse and the NCIS universe are the same. But then NCIS has a character called Jessica Knight, played by Katrina Law, and like, you know, she did Arrow for a bit. She was a main star at season 3. Had like her like rare appearances for the rest of the show. Then did Hawaii 5-0 for a season, and now she's been a main star of NCIS since. She was introduced at the end of season 18, and she's been a main star since the start of season 19. And we're on season 21 now. And it's just, it pisses me off that they have two characters in the same universe played by the one person. Because, I mean, they announced that she was going to be joining the show around the same time that they announced that NCIS Hawaii was coming. So I was thinking, is she going to be like the main star of this? It is going to be like, you know, even though she fit quite well into 5-0. I don't remember how the show ended. I think the way it ended, they disbanded 5-0 possibly. But just, you know, they'll make it, they'll write away that it's like, oh, she quit 5-0 and is now the head of the Hawaii office for NCIS. Or she's going to become a main star. Or, well, she's going to be on the main show. But no, it's a completely different character, and it's just I don't get it. Well, I get it, they forgot. But it's just, that pisses me off. And I'm repeating myself, so. Feels like there's more things to do, but I can't think of what they could possibly be, because, I mean, I haven't seen anything new recently. Like, the last new thing I seen was, other than The Believer, First Omen. And I did a review for that already. So I can't... You know, that was the last film I've seen. I haven't seen any new shows recently. I'm not done with my book yet. There's like 235 pages I'm on. About 180. I'm not done with the comic I'm reading yet because we've been playing Siege very rarely now. I've got like 30 issues of that left, maybe 40. I can't think what it is, so I don't think there is anything left. Before I go, I will just say that we're planning on going to see a film on Wednesday, but I doubt it's going to happen. But if it does, review coming Thursday. Is there anything else? The book review will be coming kind of soon. There might be a game review coming in the next couple of weeks. I've finished Lego Hobbit and going for Lego Marvel Superheroes, which I'll play that before, so there won't be any reviews for that, but I'm not that far into it. I've beat the main story. I've got a couple of the collectibles. My total completion percent is 21.7. But after that, I might go on. It'll probably be a Lego game, most likely a Lego game next. And it might be one that I haven't played before, but it most likely won't. Let me see. I have 8 Lego games. So there's... Oh, sorry, there's 7 actually. I still have Lego Hobbit on this list. So we have Marvel Superheroes 2, which no review for that. Lego Batman 3, no review for that. And then there's 4 more games that they'll be getting reviews. One of them is massive, and there's 2. I have the PS4 and PS5 copies of it, which you might already know what it is based on that. So it won't be that. Is it even downloaded? Alright, that's not. Another one of them isn't downloaded, so it's a 50-50. Actually, it's more like a 66. Like 66 percent chance of being something new.